The Golden Circle is a famed route in Iceland, brimming with natural wonders and historical significance. This itinerary details a self-drive adventure from Reykjavik, Iceland, perfect for those who crave the freedom to explore at their own pace and discover hidden gems along the way. Here's a sneak peek into what you can expect on this incredible journey, including tips to make the most of yours. The Golden Circle is roughly a 300-kilometer or 186-mile loop encompassing three main attractions: Thingvall National Park, Geyser geothermal area, and Gfos Waterfall. While many bus tours cover these sites, renting a car grants you the flexibility to explore beyond the beaten path. We drove the Golden Circle in the summer, and with the midnight sun, it allows you to maximize daylight hours with an early start. We started around 6 a.m. This strategy, as we discovered, helped us dodge crowds, especially at the popular Golden Circle sites. Almost immediately upon leaving Reykjavik, we were met with incredible mountain and farm vistas. The terrain gradually changed from a mossy lunar landscape to rolling hills with farms, unlike anything we'd ever seen before. Around every bend and every hill, we were more amazed than the last. However, if you're planning a Golden Circle adventure in the winter, be aware that some roads may be closed or treacherous due to snow and ice. Always check the road conditions and weather forecasts before heading out. Additionally, consider renting an SUV, as some roads, particularly those leading to hidden gems like Bregarfoss, might be unpaved and require a higher clearance vehicle. In the description below, we have a link to our custom Google map that showcases all the recommended stops along the Golden Circle, starting and ending in Reykjavik. You can view a list of these stops and manage the visibility of pins and the driving route. This interactive map provides an easy-to-follow guide for exploring Iceland's popular attractions, ensuring you don't miss any key destinations along this scenic route. Here's what we did on our Golden Circle drive. Stop number 1, Thingvall National Park. Thingvall National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must-see. This unique park sits directly on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, where the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates are pulling apart. You can walk the entire length of the Almangia Gorge, a rift valley marking the separation of these two continents. Thingvall also holds historical significance as the site of the world's oldest parliament, the Alþingi, founded in 930 AD. There are 5 different parking areas within the park, each with a designated area of interest nearby. P5 is closest to the Bregarfoss waterfall. P2 is closest to the Alþingi Parliament area and the cold water diving area. P1 is closest to the scenic overlook and the visitor center. Pay attention to the signage for the parking lots and the areas they service. The park itself is open 24/7, but between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m., license plates are monitored against parking meters. You only need to pay once for the parking no matter which lot you use. The parking fee is 1,000 ISK. For those with limited mobility, we recommend parking in P1 and going to the scenic overlook for the breathtaking park vistas. Getting to the canyon from the parking lots involves hills and steps, so be mindful of that. Stop number 2, Laugarvatn Fontana. We stopped by Laugarvatn Fontana, a geothermal spring area with thermal baths. While the baths themselves can be a great way to experience the geothermal activity in Iceland, we were most excited about their famous rye bread, rúg. Baked underground using the natural heat of the earth, this brown bread is dense, slightly sweet, and incredibly delicious. The cafe at Laugarvatn Fontana typically sells the bread by the slice with fresh butter, but luckily we arrived right at opening at 11 a.m. and were able to purchase a quarter of a large loaf. They also offer tours about the bread making process twice a day, which might be a fun way to learn more about this unique Icelandic tradition. If you have some time, spend a little while at the baths. While they are smaller than some of the more popular ones like Blue or Sky Lagoon, they are far less crowded. Next stop number 3, Geyser and Stoer. Geyser itself is a large geyser, the one that gave geysers their name. The Stoer geyser, located nearby, erupts every 5 to 10 minutes, shooting hot water and steam high into the air. The surrounding geothermal area is quite active with fumaroles, or steam vents, and hot springs are bubbling everywhere. Be aware that strong sulfuric smells are emitted from the geothermal activity, so it does smell pretty bad. There's a large parking lot, cafe, shop, and even a hotel at Geyser. Parking here is free. Stop number 4, Gulfoss. Just a few minutes up the road from Geyser, Gulfoss is a massive waterfall cascading 32 meters, or 105 feet, into a canyon. The force and power of the water are truly awe-inspiring. We have never been to Niagara Falls, but I imagine it's similar to Gulfoss. There are multiple points to view the falls, both from above and from the bottom. You can even go right down to the base of the falls for an up-close experience, but you will definitely get wet. In most viewing areas, you will feel the water spray, so bring a raincoat and a hat for the wind. Luckily, a large portion of the upper trail from the parking lot to the viewing platform is paved with small ramps, making it accessible for those with limited mobility. The cafe and the gift shop offer a variety of food, beverages, and souvenirs. Parking is also free. Stop number 5, Bregarfoss. After Gulfoss, we saw a small road on our map that led towards Bregarfoss. According to Apple Maps, the trail from the parking lot was an hour hike, which made us a bit hesitant. The drive from the main road was unpaved and bumpy, so make sure you have an SUV for this one. Thankfully, upon arrival, we discovered it was a very manageable 5-minute walk on a dirt gravel path with a slight incline. We recommend comfortable shoes with good traction, especially if you've recently had rain or snow. While the path might not be suitable for wheelchairs or those with severe mobility limitations, for most visitors, it's an easy and rewarding walk. The reward at the end of the short walk was truly breathtaking. Bregarfoss is surrounded by picturesque, snow-capped mountains in the background. The turquoise waters went through the rocks, creating a picture-perfect scene. We spent a good amount of time here taking photos and really marveling at the beauty of this hidden waterfall. There's a wooden bridge over the falls that's perfect for taking pictures, but for the more adventurous hikers, there are trails beyond that lead further upstream for additional exploration. There's a parking meter in the parking lot at Bregarfoss. Parking costs 750 ISK, which is a small price to pay for the incredible sight that awaits you. I'm really happy we decided to go to Bregarfoss. It was probably one of our favorite parts of the whole trip. Stop number 6, Kirth Crater and the Southern Route. Although we didn't stop at Kirth Crater on our journey south back towards Reykjavik, we did drive past it. Kirth Crater has a turquoise lake situated inside this mountain of a crater. If you have time, it's definitely worth a stop. There is a parking fee at Kirth Crater that can be paid online or at the parking meter upon arrival. The drive along the southern route itself was an unforgettable experience. We ascended into mountains, revealing breathtaking vistas with every turn. Green valleys gave way to snow-capped peaks, leaving us in awe of Iceland's diverse landscape. Before you set out on your Golden Circle adventure, here are a few things of note. Gas stations in Iceland are self-service. You'll need to pump the gas first, then pay inside at the station. Luckily, Iceland embraces various payment methods for your convenience. You can use cash, credit cards with a PIN, tap to pay, and Apple Pay at pretty much every single place in Iceland. Iceland's weather is notoriously unpredictable and can change rapidly. Be prepared for anything from sunshine to rain and even snow. Pack layers of clothing, including a raincoat, warm hat, gloves, and sturdy shoes. While there are restaurants and cafes along the Golden Circle route, it's always a good idea to pack some snacks and drinks, especially if you have dietary restrictions. By following this itinerary and these tips, you can create your own unforgettable self-drive adventure on the Golden Circle. Remember, the beauty lies not just in the iconic destinations, but also in the hidden gems and the journey itself. If you've driven the Golden Circle before, we would love to hear what your favorite part was.